What if I told you that laziness does not exist? Think about it. You want to change. You want to do the work. You hate being stuck. A truly lazy person would be enjoying themselves right now, but you aren't. You are stressed, guilty, and exhausted. You aren't lazy. You are in a high-friction state, and until you understand how to turn it off, willpower is useless. Let's be honest about what happens when you procrastinate. It's not that you don't have energy. If your house was on fire, you'd move instantly. The problem is that for your brain, that email, that essay, or that gym session feels like a threat. Psychologists have found that when we view a task as too big or too vague, our amygdala, the ancient fear center of the brain, activates. It screams, "Danger! Conserve energy!" So you freeze. You pick up your phone not because you were bored, but to numb the anxiety of the task waiting for you. Imagine a car. You are slamming on the gas pedal. That's your desire to work. But you are also slamming on the brake. That's your fear of failure or overwhelm. The car doesn't move, but the engine burns out. This is why you feel exhausted after doing absolutely nothing all day. So how do we release the brake? Most people try to force it. They say, "I just need to be more disciplined." But discipline is heavy. You can't rely on it when your battery is empty. Instead, we need to lower the activation energy. There's a concept in chemistry called activation energy, the spark needed to start a reaction. Right now, your spark is too small for the size of your task. Stop trying to write the book. Stop trying to get a six-pack. Your brain rejects big goals. Instead, negotiate with your brain. Tell yourself, "I will not work out. I will just put on my shoes. I will not write the essay. I will just open the laptop." The goal is not to finish. The goal is to break the paralysis. Usually, once you start, the friction disappears, but you have to make the start so easy you can't say no. The second reason you are frozen is ambiguity. A confused mind always says no. If your to-do list says, "Work on project," your brain panics. What does that mean? Where do I start? What if I mess up? You need to treat your brain like a GPS. You can't just say, "Go west." You need turn-by-turn directions. Don't write, "Study." Write, "Open textbook to page 42. Read one paragraph." When you make the steps specific, the monster shrinks back into a door. The fear center calms down, and the logic center turns back on. Finally, we have to talk about the fuel that keeps you stuck: shame. You spend hours beating yourself up for what you didn't do yesterday. You think this guilt will motivate you, but guilt is heavy. Shame drains the exact energy you need to be productive. It creates a cycle. You feel bad, so you avoid work to feel better. You do nothing, and you feel worse. You have to forgive your past self. The version of you that wasted time yesterday is gone. You cannot control him. You can only control the version of you in this exact second. Forgiveness isn't weakness. It's dropping the heavy backpack so you can finally walk forward. You are not broken. You are not lazy. You are just a car with the brakes on. Make the first step stupidly small. Give your brain clear instructions. Drop the guilt. Take a breath, release the brake, and just put on your shoes. If this video helped you understand your own mind, subscribe for more, and tell me in the comments, what is the one small thing you are going to do right after this video ends? See you next time.